Good morning, good afternoon, learners, wherever you are, and I'm back with a bang. So we are going to revise creative arts and sports, Kjsea, that is Kenya for Kenya National Examination that you did recently last week. And I apologize for uploading it late because I was really confined with the busy schedules and therefore I didn't get enough time to record or maybe to go through these questions and especially upload them, but I had gone through them. So what I noticed after going through these questions, I noticed that NEC just strictly set the questions from the curriculum design. They never went outside of the syllabus. And in case you find the question that was out of the syllabus, that question was supposed to be an application question, which is related to the syllabus and areas that you have been taught. Let's start with section 1, which is 40 marks. And they are telling you answer all questions in this section. And this section 1 is about Part 1 is about performing arts. Performing arts normally in primary known as music part. So let's start with the first question. First question says, in music, what is the effect of a dot placed after a note? It extends the dash. That one is a free mark for those people who have been taught seriously about the note extension. We say the note extensions adds a half the value of the beat. So let's look at the answers. Pitch of the note by a half, that is not correct. Size of the note by a half, that is not correct. Duration of the note by a half, that is the correct answer. The correct answer, therefore, is C, duration of the note by a half. Number 2, study the following diagram of a keyboard and answer the question that follow. Identify the keys X, Y, and Z. This one is also a free mark because we just look at it and identify the notes easily. We said when we have the first two black keys, then first letter is always C, or the first note letter is always C. And if there are three, the first note letter is always F. But here we have two black keys. So we are going to start with C. And after C, we go to D. So our X will be D. Then F, G, then we have a black key which is written Y. In G we go upwards, so that one will be G sharp, sorry, that one will be F sharp, and G flat, F sharp and G flat. Then Z will be G sharp and F flat. So let's go to the answers. Identify the keys X, Y, and Z. We said X is D, then Y is F sharp or G flat. So for A we have D, F sharp, then Z we said could be G sharp or F flat. So the correct answer is A, where we have X as D, Y as F sharp, then Z as F flat. Let's continue and look at the next one. Which one of the following is an economic role of creative arts in the society? So when we look at economic is all about monetary value, something that promotes money or we get money from it. So creates diversity? No. Creates employment? Yes. Economic employment, we get money from creative arts. So the correct answer for number 3 is B, creates employment. Then the following rhythm is written. The following rhythm is written in a musical note symbol. Select the option that represents this rhythm in French rhythm names. Let's start with the first one is ta, ta, then ta, a. Crochet ta, then minim ta, a. Pairs of quavers, tate, 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 tate. Then crochet again ta, and then minim ta, a. So we start with ta, 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 a. And let's look at A, ta, ta, tate. No, that one is wrong. B, ta, ta, ta. That is wrong. C, ta, 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 a. Tate, 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 ta, 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 a. Yes, the correct answer for number 4 is C. C is very correct. Then look at this one. The following diagram shows the fingering note of the discount recorder. The fingering note of a discount recorder. Which note is represented by this fingering? Have a close look at it. Have a close look at it and identify. That note, when you look at the holes closed very well, the fingering note is F. That one is F. Yes, so the correct answer is C, F. Learners at Harambee Junior School sang the following melody. Which solfa names did they sing? They sing the solfa do, re, mi, fa, so. The solfa pattern is do. The first one is do. Then we have re, mi, fa, then so. That is A. The correct choice is A. Then the following rhythm consists of a note. The following rhythm consists of a note, of notes and rests. What is the correct order of the symbols represented by the rests? What is the correct order of the symbols represented by the rests? The first rest is a rest of a crochet. Then the second one is a minim. Yeah, the minim. Then we have the note, the rest of quiver. Have the rest of a quiver there. Then after quiver, the last one is semi-brief. So which one will be our correct answer? Our correct answer will be C. Let's look at C. Minim, semi-brief, semi-brief, then quiver, and then minim. No, that one cannot be, because, or let me zoom and see how it looks like. It is not very well aligned. A heart, then the last one is looking down. Yes, so that one will not be C. Sorry, let me return it. Sorry for that. That one won't be C. It will be, we have a minim, a crochet. Then after that, we have that one is for minim, looking down. Then we have a quiver and a crochet, and a semi-brief. The correct answer is not C, but rather A. Number 8. What do the following signs instruct a performer to do in music? So when you look at these signs, one of it is diminuendo, which is also decrescendo, and another one is crescendo. Crescendo means gradually increase in voice, then decrescendo, gradually decrease in voice. When you look at them, you look at the arrows where they join, simply means the voice is very low. So the first one, you are starting with low voice and progressing to the higher voice. Then the second one, you are starting with the higher voice, going to the lowest voice. So what's the answer there? The answer might be gradually get slower, get faster, no. Gradually get louder, that is B. Then gradually get softer. The correct answer is B. Yes, the correct answer is B. Let's go to the next one. Which of the following statements describes describes technique of pinching on the descant recorder? Pinching is partially closing the back hole to produce a higher pitch. Let me see if the answer is there. The full closing of a thumb hole? No. The full closing of a thumb hole? No. The half closing of a thumb hole to attain the higher pitches? Yes, the correct answer for number 9 is C. During a folk performance, the soloist kept taking the breath after every word, thus interfering with the flow of the song. Which technique of a performance was the soloist supposed to work on? Diction, that one is not taking the breath. Expression, phrasing, projection. So we go to phrasing. Correct is C. Which of the following musical signs is correctly matched with its function? Musical signs. B is flat lowers, sharp raises by a half. Then the next C is accidental, restores the pitch by a semitone. Then F, that one is for forte, reduces the pitch by the semitone. So the correct accidental is C, restores the pitch by the semitone, which is raised or flattened. Then which of the following is not an element of play? We have language, ornaments, plot, and theme. The three are elements apart from ornaments. Ornament is not an element of play. So the correct answer there is B. Then number 13, the following are elements of a story except which one? We have characters, exposition, plot, and setting. So characters, plot, and setting are the character elements of our story apart from exposition. Exposition is just the start or introduction where the story is supposed to be aligned or started. Then which of the following best describes effectively use of voice in storytelling session? Effective use of voice in storytelling we have appropriate use of high tone and shouting, that one is wrong. Being very slow, that one is wrong. Effectively running through, that one is wrong. Using tonal variation, appropriate pace, and good intonation. Yes, that is correct. The correct answer for number 14 is D. Then number 15. Which of the following is a role of props in a verse? A role of props in a verse. A role of props, let's start with A, expression and movement. Yeah, that one gives the good definition. Stage directions, no. The characters in performance, no. The written scenes in the script, that is wrong as well. The correct answer for number 15 is A, which is expression and movement. Role of props. Number 16, Kayamba is used in a folk performance to dash A, harmonize the song, B, pitch the singing, C, play the melody, then D, set the tempo. Kayamba, do you know Kayamba as a percussion instrument? Kayamba is a percussion instrument which is shaken. So what is the role of Kayamba? It is just to set the tempo. That is number D as the correct one. Number 17. Number 17 says, grade 9, this is sports part. Grade 9 learners discuss different careers in sports. Which of the following is one of the sports careers? Sports careers, you go to careers related to sports. So which one do you think are sporty? Let's start with A, cheering and dancing. That one is not a career. Drawing, that one goes to visual. Training athletes for competition as a trainer, that one is a career in sports. Then writing songs about events, that one goes to performing arts. So the correct answer for number 17 is C. Grade 7 learners, that's number 18, were taught how to throw up and catch two tennis balls alternatively without dropping them. Which of the following components of physical was the teacher developing learners? Look at these components. Look at the components we have there. Number 1 is we are having agility. Then we have balance. We have coordination. We have strength. So the correct answer there is coordination, especially when you are using two different parts of the body. You are coordinating them to catch the balls. So number 19 says, during a sports lesson, a teacher introduced a sequence of javelin throw. Which of the following presents the correct order of the throw? We have courage, recovery, release, grip. No, we can't just start with courage without grip. So we have grip, courage, release, and recovery. Yeah, that is the correct one. We start with grip, courage, then release, and recovery. So the correct answer for number 19 is B. Let's go to number 20. Number 20 says, in junior school, learners were practicing a skill in handball, where the ball was held at the waist level across the body, with the back of the hand facing upwards. The elbow was extended outwardly to release the ball towards the closest teammate during teammate running parallel to the thrower. Parallel. The keyword there is parallel. Identify the skill that the learner demonstrated. So when we look at number 20, we have the various types of passes. We have a cross pass. We don't have that. Chest pass, no. Side pass, flick pass. Yeah, the correct, in fact, is flick pass, but it's very close to side pass. So parallel, when we talk about parallel, and very chap, that one is flick. Okay. So the correct answer for number 20 is C. Let's go to number 21. During a game of football, the striker kicked the ball, aiming at a specific part of the goal, away from the goalkeeper. Identify the most appropriate skill the striker used. Identify the most appropriate skill the striker used. Appropriate skill, we have several. We have play shot, we have load dribble. Dribble is not. Yes, where we said number 22, sports. It says runners begin the race, start the race in their own lane, which was B. Number 23, during the game of netball, a player committed footwork in mistake. The referee blew the whistle and gave the ball to the opponent. Identify the mistake that the player may have committed. The player may have committed. Yes, we look at made more than one step while holding the ball. Then receive the ball when standing on both feet, receive the ball when standing on one foot, then was pivoting many times before passing. Receive the ball here, I believe it is receive the ball, um, receive the ball when standing on one foot. That is landing, already landing, then made more than one step. How many steps are guaranteed there? There are supposed to be several, but it is close to that one. You do research on that one. Then the following diagram shows a skill used in volleyball. Identify the skill: digging, serving, spiking, and volleying. This skill is known as volleying. It is used to set for the ball for spiking during the game of volleyball. Then number 25, during triple jump competition, a learner had a red flag lifted after a jump. What could have been possible reason for the red flag being lifted? Why do you think the learner will the red flag will be lifted? Number one, jumped over the takeoff board, jumped very high in the air, landed beyond the sand pit, landed outside the sand pit, landed outside the side of the pit. Yeah, by the way, if you land outside the sand pit, the red flag will be shown because you are going not in the out restricted area. Then jumped over the restricted, the takeover board, there is no problem with that. So the correct answer there is D, landing outside the side of the pit. Then Mateka was asked by the teacher to perform a pass in rugby where he held the ball vertically lower part using both hands and threw it into air towards the teammate. Which of the following passes did Mateka perform? We have keywords there. Mateka is performing a pass in rugby, holding the ball vertically, the lower part of the body, which is slightly below the shoulders, then threw it into the air, the teammate. Which of the following passes did he perform? That one is not flick pass, neither flick pass, pop pass, or spin pass. You check on that about the correct pass related to the definition. Then grade 9, learner performed passing skills used in a game of basketball. Identify the skill that used the pass to pass the ball accurately at high speed over long distances. Accurately, high speed over long distances. There are just some keywords to check on there. We need the ball to be accurately, then at high speed, then getting lost. Passing the skill. Identify the skill that used to pass the ball accurately at high speed over short distance. Accurately, high speed, that one can be chest. Chest pass. Do you have chest pass there? Yes, the correct answer is A. Then Mambo performed well during the inter-grade football game competition. What is the best thing Mambo parents should do to make him excel in the game? Buy him a mountain bike? No. Buy him snacks? No. Enroll him in a sports academy? Yes. Correct answer is enroll Mambo in a sports academy. Then Julia in junior school hosted a successful art exhibition. Which of the following describes the role of creative arts achieved through exhibition? Role of creative arts: self-expression and personal fulfillment, economic empowerment through art sales, promoting social um, engagement, community service, raising awareness in the on environmental issues. So when you're displaying your artwork, what is the aim of displaying the artwork? You can aim to self-expression and personal fulfillment some. Then when you go to economic, you can also sell the artwork. That one will learn to economic through arts and sales. Then promoting social engagement, community service. People go there and engage mostly. Correct there. Then during art lessons, learners applied a thin diluted layer of color to cover the background in their landscape painting. Which painting technique did they use? Thin diluted layer. Diluted layer, that one will go to wash technique, wash. We have wash, yes. The correct answer is A. Which number is that? Number 30. So we go to number 31. The following motif illustrates a type of balance. This type of balance illustrated is known as, that one is radial balance. Not symmetrical, not asymmetrical, but radial balance. Yes. Then which two stages of drawing are shown in the following illustration? We have sketching and shading. Sketching, drawing. Observation, shading. Drawing, photography. No, the correct answer will be sketching. Where you draw a sketch like the first one, then shading the next photo there. Then the following reproduction of a still life painting was displayed on art critique session. Which of the following suggestions can improve the painting without changing the color? We have several options for this number. We have using more water. Then we have adding bright colors, darkening the background, adding highlights with the white. Yes, adding highlights with the whites. Number 34. Patterns are used to enhance beauty of traditional ornaments. What type of pattern was used in the following ornaments? When you look at, we have several types of patterns. Let me see, look closely at the patterns. Full repeat, we don't have full repeat, that all of them are repeating fully. Regular repeat, no. We have alternative, no, we don't have alternate. Then random repeat, yes. The correct answer there will be random repeat, because they are randomly patterns which are repeated there. Then number 35, Zuka displayed a carving for sale, but no buyer showed interest. What should Zuka do to make the carving more appealing? Improve the finishing, maybe. Reduce the price to attract. No, you should not just reduce the price. Transfer the carving to another shop, not necessary. Change the labeling of a better presentation. No, it's all, maybe the finishing of the item was not that appealing. So you check on improving on the finishing of your artwork. Then correct answer will land to A. To achieve strong contrast and create vibrant focal point, an artist chooses to use complementary colors. Which of the following pairs of colors is considered complementary colors? Complementary colors. That is number 36. We have red and blue, no. Red and green, yes, red and green. Then blue and violet, no. Yellow and orange, no. B, beacon vibe. Analyze the following picture of a god and answer the questions that follows. Which two techniques were used to decorate a god? techniques used to decorate this gourd. Have a good look at the gourd very well. Technique used to decorate this gourd, we have burning and pasting, no, casting and painting, no, engraving and painting. Yeah, that one leads to engraving and painting. There is a little of painting there, a little of painting. Then which this one's okay, number 38. After this, look at number 38. Which of the following steps shows the correct order in which tie and dye fabric decoration processes? Tie and dye fabric processes. Number 1, you always dump the fabric, then tie the fabric deep in the dye and untie then to dry after it has dried, like that. So let's see, look at the answers. Tie, when we see then dip in the dye, no, that one is wrong. Dampen the fabric, tie the fabric and dip in dye, then untie. Yeah, the correct answer for number 38 is B. Then number 39, grade 8 learners selected blocks of softwood and carved an animal in 4 steps as follows: defining the features, drawing outlines, cutting away, then finishing. So which of the following shows the correct order as they are followed? Correct order as they are followed. We have number 1, you start with 2, drawing outlines, then go to 3, cutting away, then go to 1, defining the features, then 4, finishing. So the correct answer there will be that 9 will be, yes, D. That is 1, 2, 3, 1, and 4. After number 4, that 9, we got 40 for say the last question for section 1. Choosing lettering for logo design, several factors should be considered. Which one of the following is the least? Least is the one that should not be considered mostly. So which one is not, should not be considered mostly? We have size of the letters, shape of the letters, typeface selection, aesthetic appeal of the letters. Of course, the ones that we should not look at is the size. The least is size of the letters. Size of the letters. Guys, thank you for following up to this point for section A. And I believe that one has been very effective and prudent to your revision, and also to know how you score, you can engage yourself there so that you prepare for the oncoming. And also for the grade 8s who are now preparing to be candidates, you can still go through these questions so that you get aligned and familiarized with the way next sets exams and how the area is covered in the syllabus the way you have been taught by your teachers. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, share with your friends, and some of the questions, like the ones I left behind there without answering them, I would like you to write the answers in the comment sections, and that one will show also a positive interactions between me and you. And if you guys need me to continue with section B, this is section B, where we have several questions from neck and answers. If you like me to continue with this section B, also let me know in the comment section so that I'll proceed. If I get more than 5 comments requesting me to continue with section B, actually I'll get to also revise this area. Looking for your comments, and thank you. Have a fruitful day ahead. Shalom.